Hag Sameach. Thank you for watching another episode of the Bar Malchus, this special edition from the Shabbos hut during Sukkos 5786. Thank you for watching. We're on page 285, Lubavitcher Rebbe from the night of Simchas Torah before Hakafos 5752. Simchas Torah has a special connection to the true and complete redemption through Mashiach, as we say in the hymn on Simchas Torah. After the reading, I will rejoice and be happy on Simchas Torah. Tzamech Mashiach will surely come on Simchas Torah. And this alludes to also the verses that we say before Hakafos, mentioning reasons for the joy, beginning with, you have shown yourself until for from Zion, and the culmination, the last verse of all 17 verses. 17 is the numerical value of Tov, good. There is no good besides for the Torah is from Zion. Torah will emerge, and the word of Hashem from Yerushalayim, which is the prophecy about the days of Mashiach. And we say that this is also the content of all 17 verses, which all depend on the final one. Ki from Zion, ki for also can mean I'm, when, and according to this we may translate ki from Zion, that is at the end of the verse, to mean that all that matters are the 16 verses before it will fulfill in their perfection and complete sense. Ki, when from Zion Torah will emerge, and the words of Hashem from Yerushalayim, which will be in the true and complete redemption, starting from the first verse. You have shown yourself to make known that Hashem is the God, and there is nothing else but Him, nothing except Him. The ultimate of you have shown yourself to make known, which was at the time of the giving of the Torah, which will be the time to come, as the Alter Rebbe explains in Tanya, that the time to come there will be a revelation of godliness as such that it will be seen without any garment, and the teacher will no longer be concealed, and your eyes will see your teacher, which already at the past there was a foretaste of this at the giving of the Torah, as it's written, you have shown yourself to make known that Hashem is the God, and there is nothing except Him. You have shown yourself, literally the physical seeing. And when we say that with this, the Alter Rebbe adds explanation as to how through our actions and our service in this time we accomplish the revelation of godliness as such that it is seen in the redemption and the perfection of this, of which there is only a foretaste of the giving of the Torah. It will be at the time to come when Ki, the Zion from Torah, will emerge, and similarly the verses after it, which in general are an explanation on the unification of the godliness that transcends the world with the world, the perfection of which will be in the true and complete redemption. That because Simchas Torah is one of the holidays, is the one holiday one of the holidays in the month of Tishrei, which are all-embracing holidays for the whole year. It's understood that the emphasis on the redemption of Mashiach, on Simchas Torah, continues afterward throughout the entire year, and with a special emphasis in this year, the year 5752, the Hebrew letters of which are an acronym for the Hebrew words, meaning it will surely be a year of wonders in it, which includes first and foremost the wonders of the redemption, and especially according to what was spoken about many times recently, that according to all the signs we are now on the threshold of the redemption, when here he Mashiach comes, and immediately the next moment already came. And from this it's also understood that regarding the service of the Jewish people, that it's necessary that on Simchas Torah and its continuation throughout the entire year, and especially this year, a service that is permitted with the redemption of Mashiach, meaning that the conduct of a Jew in all aspects of his daily life also in this time immediately before the redemption is similar to the life and conduct of the Jewish people in literally days of Mashiach. And this is also the special emphasis regarding learning laws of the time of Mashiach, the laws that apply to the life of the Jewish people in the time of the redemption. One of the main aspects of the time to come is brought about from Tanya, that when there will be the perfection of you have shown yourself to make known that Hashem is God, there is nothing except Him. Throughout the entire world it will be revealed that there is no other existence at all besides Hashem. There is nothing except Him. And it must be like this also in a Jew's life, that he shall sense and feel in literally all his matters, that there is nothing except for him, and this means, besides for the fact that the intention and purpose of everything in the world is godliness, and automatically his service is in a manner of all your actions should be for the sake of heaven, and in all your ways you shall know him. However, there is an existence of the mundane matters, your actions and your ways, only that their purpose is holiness. Rather, more than this, the worldly matters themselves are godliness, and automatically there is no feeling of existence at all already already from the onset of there is nothing except for him. And when we say that this is the addition and innovation of the version of the Mishnah, that the Brisa, so rather the version of the Mishnah and Brisa, I was not created except to serve my Creator, as opposed to the common verse, I was created to serve my Creator. I was created emphasizes that there is a created existence, only that the whole intention, and even more so only that the whole intention and purpose of its creation is no more than to serve my Creator. I was not created means that the existence of a person on its own does not exist at all. I was not created. The only thing that is there is to serve my Creator. And according to the purpose, we may say that the explanation of the shocking delay of the redemption is that it is because the Jewish people lack perfection in the level of service in a manner I was not created except to serve my Creator, which specifically through this we reach the redemption, that we will be in this way as such that there is nothing except him. However, now the obstacle has already been removed as well, and automatically everything is prepared for the feast of the Leviathan, the fish, and the wild ox, and the garden wine, in the true and complete redemption, literally, immediately. And above has a special connection to the Jewish children. The above has a special connection to the Jewish children that study by their rabbis, as saying of our sages, do not touch my anointed ones. These are the children that study by their rabbis. One of the explanation of this is, in addition to the explanation of the commentators and the education of the children and the study by their rabbis, must be in a way that the children become completely permitted through and through with the concept and point of Mashiach, such that when people just glance at a Jewish child, what do they see? Mashiach. Their entire existence is Mashiach. The revelation of you have shown yourself. There is nothing except him. And we may connect this also in the fact that on Simchas Torah, which is especially connected to Mashiach, as mentioned above, we find an emphasis in Jewish custom that also children that study by their rabbis celebrate and dance with the Torah, and through their great joy on Simchas Torah, it is revealed even more how they are Mashiach, my anointed ones. And even more so because the main rejoicing of Simchas Torah is not through learning Torah, rather specifically through dancing with the Torah, dancing with the Torah scrolls, as they are covered with a Torah covered and crowned with a Torah crown, when it is not even possible to learn from them. It's understood that the main emphasis is on the connection of the Torah to all the Jewish people, from the great into the small, the smallest, and literally equally. And when we say that this is also connected to the special connection and revelation of the Mashiach on Simchas Torah, for about the days of Mashiach, it says that the people will no longer teach each other, for everyone will know me from their smallest ones to their greatest one, and therefore the conduct of Simchas Torah is also similar to and a foretaste of this. And this is especially emphasized in the children that study by their rabbis of our generation, who are called with the agreement of their great rabbis by the name Tzavos Hashem, the army of Hashem. And the name Tzavos Hashem, the army of Hashem, denotes that the children are completely dedicated and submitted to Hashem, similar to and more than soldiers to their generals, and to the extent of, as the wording of the verse of Exodus from Egypt, Hashem took the Jewish people out from the land of Egypt, literally over their army, even higher than the limitations of an army. And from this it's understood that in the Jewish people, the Jewish children, boys and girls of our generation, it is recognized that even more revealed how they are Mashiach, my anointed ones of Hashem himself. And this becomes a close preparation and introduction to the revelation of the collective Mashiach, anointed one of the Jewish people in the true and complete redemption. And as the days when you left Egypt, I will show them wonders, just as then all the army, legions of Hashem, left the land of Egypt, so too the army of Hashem for our generation will leave this exile into the true and complete redemption, and literally immediately, including and especially the Jewish children who are present now here, who are educated in the past year, and certainly they will continue this way, in the way that when they glance at one sees Mashiach. And especially when these children dance at the Hakofos, it's Shemini Atzeres, and Simchas Torah, and since this too is so, and in order to hasten the redemption more, that it should come the soonest possible, in the context of literally immediately, it is fitting that all the children that study by their rabbis who are now here should say together, each one of them and all of them together, L'chaim. And also the educators, the teachers, and the principals of the Zavos Hashem should participate in this by singing together with the children the song that is connected to Zavos Hashem and the custom of the world, that an army has an anthem, march, their own song, and we must do what it says. When you go to a city, go in its ways, and certainly the entire congregation will assist in this and will consider a privilege for them, since through the children they also receive the title by which the children are called, what does he call them here? Mashichai. And from this we draw afterwards strength and service throughout the entire year, as mentioned above. From the Simchas Torah is drawn throughout the entire year, and especially regarding emissaries, shluchim. As a leader of our generation, my revered father-in-law Rebbe, whose special service and shluchas mission in spreading the Torah and Yiddishkeit and spreading the wellsprings outward, and also and especially the service and shluchas to bring Mashiach, literally and actually, including through placing special emphasis on the education of Jewish children who are Mashiachai. I hope I'm pronouncing that close. And it should be the will of Hashem that every single Jew and Jewess and the Jewish people as a whole, including the Jewish children, will celebrate the Hakofos of Simchas Torah together with Hashem himself. As the saying of our sages, in the future Hashem will make a dance for the Tzaddikim, and each and every one points with his finger and will say, behold, this is our God, we hope for him, and he saved us. This is Hashem who we hope for. We will rejoice and be happy in his salvation, and literally immediately, Zayga Bench, Chag Sameach, Kod Yom Tov, and have a wonderful Simchas Torah. Thank you for watching.